Okay, hey everyone.
Hi.
We just got this video started and we went to the grocery store right here. We have an Amazon box that came in today, right to a Choctaw grocery store that they just opened in our town.
Hi.
And we went there because they have produce and they also have a deli bar, and she was hungry. So we got a couple of things there. It is a little more expensive on some items, so we also did go to Dollar General. All of our regular stuff at Dollar General, we got some produce and the deli bar at the Choctaw store. So me and her is going to get to putting all this stuff up for supper. I'm going to make two things. I'm going to make egg rolls in a bowl again because I have leftover wrappers and some stuff that I need to use up. And then I'm also going to make keto meatballs. And so that's what the things I'm going to make for supper. And stick with us as we get all this, and we'll get all this stuff put up and see how it goes.
Yay. Yay, thank you.
That's my liquid gummy on it. So make that taste.
Actually, I think good. I know that tastes. Is it stronger?
No, this stuff that you don't like.
Oh, I'm gonna try it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
In case you didn't see this, last week when I made this, I made egg rolls in a bowl, and I'm going to do that again. So I've started off with a clean cast iron skillet, and I am going to open 2 pounds of sausage, just any kind of sausage that you like. Let me get all that. Okay. A lot of people probably don't cook like I do. I do a lot of things at once. I don't just start one thing and get it going. I have a lot of things going at one time. So I don't want to have to cook supper every night. So I do it like this so that I have to cook supper less often. So I'm going to start with the egg rolls in a bowl. I'm going to cook the sausage, cut up the onion. I'm going to pour the cabbage over in here. And then I'm also going to be making keto meatballs. So that's 2 things that I'm going to make for one night. We'll have the egg rolls a couple of times. We'll have the meatballs a couple of times. Have them for lunch, and then we'll switch back over, back and forth, so we don't get tired of one thing and I don't have to cook 2 nights in a row. So I'm going to do both. Right now I'm working on cooking this sausage up, and I'm microwaving the hamburger meat so that I can roll it into meatballs. When I get anything done or prepare, get the sausage done or get the meat done out of the microwave and start doing meatballs, start rolling meatballs, I'll let y'all know where I'm at. I don't think you can see this. Where I'm at the moment is I'm going to do this onion. I need to have an onion ready for the egg rolls. when the sausage is done or almost done, I need to put the onion in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get that prepared for here in just a minute for when the sausage gets almost done. I have a spatulator, and it looks like this. Focus. I have this spatulator, and that's what I'm going to use to cut up my sausage as I'm cooking it. And when it gets almost done, then I'll add this onion that I just chopped up. The last time I did a cooking video where I cleaned my cast iron and talked a lot, and I thought, well, I'll record the whole thing so that I can maybe get some extra clips, maybe get some different things, and try to make my YouTube channel a little more interesting. Well, I recorded for almost 40 minutes of me cleaning skillets and cooking and making supper. I think I was making egg rolls that night. Not even sure what I was making. But, oh my goodness, editing. Y'all, editing was crazy. Every few seconds I'd walk off for 6 or 8 seconds doing something, and then I'd come back, and I just didn't pause in between each one. This time I learned better. I am going to pause between each segment so that I don't have 40 minutes of video to watch and try to edit. Okay, this sausage is just almost done. Got a little bit of pink. So I'm going to add this onion that I have cut up here. I'm going to add it and go ahead and let it get started cooking. No, last time I used up all of my shells and used up almost all of my meat. And all I had was enough meat for me for the night. I didn't have enough for lunches or anything like that. So I'm going to be sure and not use them all up this time. I want some egg roll in a bowl for my lunch for the next couple of days. Alright, my microwave's beeping at me. Let me throw all this away. Hang on. And of course, my hamburger meat that I was thawing out bled all inside of the microwave, which that's usually the way it goes. So I'm pretty bad about cleaning my microwave. I don't do it, I guess, as often as I should. But I've been telling myself here lately that if I'll just give it a quick wipe down when something happens, it wouldn't be so hard to clean next time. So I'll give it a quick wipe down. I've been trying to do that with my microwave, my stove, everything I'm using, trying to wipe down a little at a time where I don't have so much to do, so much scrubbing to do at one time. Alright, so this other cast iron skillet fell off. Alright, egg rolls in a bowl are almost done. I got my sausage done, my onions cooking. I bought 2 bags of these. This is what I bought at the Choctaw store where I told y'all I could get produce. I'm so glad we have something local that I can buy produce. I used to have to drive almost 30 or 40 miles either way, 21 that way and 40 the other way, to get groceries, to get produce. Because I can get quite a bit at Dollar General. But here we go. Now that's full. I'm going to add some soy sauce to that. If you didn't see my last video, this is how I do it. I just squirt some in there. Probably like a 1/4 cup. Maybe a little more than a 1/4. Alright. My skillet over here on the stove. I just got done washing and cleaning this cast iron skillet. Here it is. It is ready to, I'm going to put it in the oven because I'm going to put my meatballs on that skillet. And I'm probably going to need 2. So my husband, he so sweetly cooked us bacon last night, but my goodness, it got everywhere. Alright, let me pause this. Okay, skillet number 2 is clean. I need to wipe off skillet number 2, dry it off. I'm going to use both of these little flat ones to put my meatballs on. And I've got them in the oven so they'll already be hot. Seems to me like it just takes a little less time when they're already hot. I'm going to grease up this cast iron skillet. I watched Keto Ginger today. I watched her, and she had these 4-ingredient meatballs, and they looked delicious. So I'm going to try something very similar to that. It's not going to be 4 ingredients. It's falling off there. But I am going to try a quick way to do meatballs. See if I can find an easy way. I've got my, I say hamburger meat, you guys, but I have deer meat. My whole family goes hunting, and so we do not have or have hardly ever had hamburger meat. We just grind our deer into hamburger style meat, and that is what we use for hamburgers. So if I ever say hamburger meat, I'm actually referring to deer meat. To me, it tastes no different. We take it to a processor. We have it packaged like this. To me, it doesn't taste any different. But that is how we do it around here. You know, guys, I said a few times we're from Oklahoma, and that's just what you do. I do eat hamburger meat. I do eat steak. I do eat cow. I have no problem with that. We do go to a processor and package all of our deer meat. So we have, usually we can kill 2 to 3 a year. We don't try to out hunt. We don't horn hunt. We just hunt for what we need for the year. And for my family, we need 2 to 3 deer a year. We do, like I said, we turn it all into hamburger, which looks like this. Some people is going to say that it's going to taste different. It's got a wild, gamey flavor. I honestly believe that is all in the way that you kill, how long you keep them, where you kill them at, what they've been eating, how old they are. I believe all of that comes into play when you talk about how gamey your deer meat is, how you keep it, how you store it, when you gut it. It's called, I think it's called, that's what I call it. When you gut your deer, we don't leave the guts in it. We don't let it sit out for long periods of time. When we kill something, we take it to the processor. Everybody does it a little different, and I think that just makes everybody's flavor a little different. Okay, the way that I'm going to do my meatballs is I'm going to add a little almond flour. Amanda has an exact recipe. If you guys have been around long enough, you know that I really don't follow a recipe. I'm going to add a little garlic powder, a little onion powder. Alright, 2 more things Amanda added was Parmesan cheese and shredded cheese. I do not like Parmesan cheese in the green can. I think it tastes awful. So I opt out for this already grated Parmesan cheese like this. And so I'm going to put some of that in there. And then I've got to grate my block of cheese. Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, does anybody else want story time while I grate cheese? Amanda said she had 10 ounces of cheese that was grated. The one that I have is 16 ounces. So I'm just going to grate half of one of these. If you haven't seen my cheese grater, look here. See if I can angle it where you guys can see this. This is what it looks like. I'm using a much smaller grate this time. You can tell the last one was a really big grate. So I'm going to use this and grate my cheese. And I've got my meatballs in the oven. We are almost, I go ahead and grate the whole thing because I don't want to have to grate it later. I've already got the grater out. And I'm going to add some of these big hunks back up here up top, and it will suck it back in and grate the big chunks. Oh my goodness, that broke my bracelet. Okay, let's try this again. Let's scoop my plate a little bit. Whoa, my plate's getting full. My husband should be coming home in a minute. So let me take a big hunk of this and add it. You're supposed to add 10 ounces to your meatballs. I will be putting out my weekend vlog here before long. We did get a chance to go to Dallas this weekend. We don't ever take a big, huge vacation, but every once in a while we take a mini vacation. So we went to Dallas this weekend for a couple of nights. It was really nice to get away. So I'm going to get all this off the counter here. Let me see. Set that up on top. So now with this, I'm going to take my meatballs that I've added everything in, and I'm going to stir them. Amanda also talked on her channel about this would have been better with a food processor, but I don't have a, I have a food processor. I do. I don't want to get that thing out and make a big old mess. I'd rather just wash my hands. Alright. So, let's see here how we're doing. I think I am going to add some more cheese. This is what it looks like. Take my clean hand here. Add some more cheese in. And I'm sorry, you guys. I try not to, but a lot I say, hang on, I'll be right back. Give me a second. Let me pause the video. I try not to say that a lot, but it seems like I say it all the time. So I try to edit out quite a bit of that so y'all don't have to hear that all the time. Hang on, I'm going to get a hot skillet out of the oven. So now I've got these 2 hot cast iron skillets out of the oven. I'm going to take these, I don't know how big to roll them, but I'm going to roll them this size. Focus, see about how big that is? That's how big. I've still got a couple of pieces in here that's just a little bit frozen, so I'm going to try to mash those out. I also know that Amanda dipped hers in barbecue sauce. Well, I don't have any sugar-free barbecue sauce, but for my husband, I will pour some barbecue sauce over his, or give him some on the side. And I also may eat a little bit of barbecue sauce. And I have stopped losing weight, and I have not lost weight in a while, probably in a couple of months now. But I know exactly why I'm not losing weight. So if I want to go back to losing weight, I need to change the things that I'm doing. I am still doing keto for the most part. Now, the reason why I'm not losing weight is because every once in a while, I decide that it's okay if I have a sandwich. Or it's okay if I have one of my daughter's bags of chips that she takes to school with her. Or it's okay if I have part of my husband's Coke. Or we went to the movies. It's okay. I didn't eat popcorn this time, but I tell myself, it's okay if you have a little bit. You know, you're doing really good. You've lost almost 40 pounds. It's okay if you do that. Well, there's my husband home. I'm so excited. So because I tell myself that, then what ends up happening is I end up not losing weight. I'm not gaining any, which is an excellent thing. But I'm not losing any either. Let me meet my husband at the door. One thing I love to do, just to greet him at the door.